We use everything in the world as a variable.
No.
Okay, so we are not allowed to use everything in the world. Can I use my name as a variable?
Yes, the number.
Oh, good. If my name hopefully is not enough. Yeah, you know my name.
You gave us this, I mean, I'm number 7, so I can't use my name as well.
Oh, what was that?
No, my name is number 7. So
Oh, okay. Your name is number 7. Okay. What's your name? No, what is your actual name? Sarandra? Oh, yeah. Okay. Lots of people you have. Okay, great. Then my name is 0 then, right? Because I did not assign 0 to anyone. So 0 is my name. Hassan is 1. And Sarandra is 7, for example. Okay, great. So we cannot use 0, for example. What else we cannot use?
To land on the moon or colonize Mars? Learn coding. This semester, Rashdul Bari is teaching C++ at City University of New York. Watch his lectures to achieve your dream.
There are 3 types. There are 3 ways you can initialize. Yes. Yeah. Direct, okay. Direct. Huh? Uniform. Very good. Good. Copy. How can you copy? How can you initialize an identifier using copy? You have to use an equal sign. So copy equal, can someone give me an example? Copy equal what? Copy equal? Direct. We have to use a parenthesis. Can someone give me an example? Direct. Uniform, we have to use the curly braces. Can someone give me an example? Curly braces. Can someone give me an example? Good. Now we're going to talk about 4 different terms. So this is initializing variable identifiers. Today we're going to use this one. Most of the time. We're also going to talk about 4 terms. Literal, identifier, string, and one more, operator. Can someone tell me what does literal mean? What does it mean? Say it again. Good. A fixed value. Good. A fixed value. A fixed value. An example. Oh, I'll just write fixed value. An example is a 5. 5 is fixed. Identifier. Can someone tell me what is identifier? What sort of thing identifier is? Yes. Good. Good. Now, can we use everything in the world as a variable?
No.
Okay, so we are not allowed to use everything in the world. Can I use my name as a variable?
Yes, the number.
Oh, good. If my name hopefully is not enough. Yeah, you know my name.
You gave us this, I mean, I'm number 7, so I can't use my name as well.
Oh, what was that?
No, my name is number 7. So
Oh, okay. Your name is number 7. Okay. What's your name? No, what is your actual name? Sarandra? Oh, yeah. Okay. Lots of people you have. Okay, great. Then my name is 0 then, right? Because I did not assign 0 to anyone. So 0 is my name. Hassan is 1. And Sarandra is 7, for example. Okay, great. So we cannot use 0, for example. What else we cannot use? Yeah.
Function as like part of the code, for example.
Okay, part of the library. Okay, we cannot use it. Can you give me an example? What is part of the library you cannot use? Yeah. int, no, we can't use because it's part of the library. What else we cannot use? If you look at the keyboard, you see a lot of things. Good thing, bad thing. Something we can use, something we can. Yeah. Chances? Oh, yeah, at the beginning, underscore not allowed. At the beginning, you cannot use the dollar sign, for example. Okay. Or pound, hashtag. All right. Now, can I use my name? Can you use your name as a variable? This is fine. Yeah, you can. All right. So that is identified. The string. Can someone give me an example of the string? Yes. Anything that is anything that is inside the quotation is a string. It could be something like hello world. It could be something like anything that is in the quotation. Operator. What is operator? What? Yes.
Is it like a mathematical symbol like division?
Okay, sure. Plus, minus. Yeah, good. An example would be plus, minus, multiplication and division. Okay. We're also going to talk about the difference between two things. The difference between include I, O, and include string. What are the difference between these two? What the first one, I will string allow us to do? Anybody? Yeah. Call the library. Take us to the library. Allow us to use library. Call the library. Box the library. Include hashtag or pound sign include string. What does? Oh, okay. Operator. Another operator. Famous operator is this one. What do you call this? Insertion. What do you call it? The other one. Extortion. If you look at the keyboard, you'll see that. Insertion. And then what is this one? Extraction. Okay, let's come back over here. Include in insertion inside the insertion. What is it? What can this do? Anybody?
What, the second one?
Yeah.
It helps us use
It helps us use
string as variable.
a string as a variable. All right, I want to use my name as variable. I want to also use 7 as variable. Can I? No, I can't. We already established that. I can't. I want to use $sign as a variable because I love money. Can I? We already established that. No, we can't. I want to use int as a variable. Can I? No, no good. All right, those are the things we cannot use. But we are allowed to use a whole lot of things. So we'll never run out of variables. Okay. All right, so we'll conclude our the syntax that we need to do the programming for today. I'm going to ask you one more thing. What are the difference between measuring length of this yellow folder and measuring data? What are the difference between measuring length of this yellow folder and measuring data? Anybody? Yeah.
The folder is more physical.
I don't need philosophical answer. So not philosophical answer. Yeah.
I would say we get here in quantity versus that we get in action.
Let me ask you a different way. Can we measure the length of this yellow folder? Can we measure the data located inside, for example, a city? Can we measure that? How do we measure? Using a ruler. Okay, all right, great. Using inch or meter or centimeter, but we know how to measure that, right? Bring a ruler and measure it and tell me how long it is. If I give you a city and I tell me measure the data inside this city, how do you do that? Do you need to know that how to measure it, by the way? As a computer science student, do you need to know that? Yeah, you have to know that. You have to know how to measure data. Very important. Who need to measure this? You don't need to measure this because you are not a physics student. A physics student need to know how to measure the folder, for example. You are a computer science student. You need to know how to measure the data inside something. So what do you use? You use meter to measure it. What do you use to measure the data inside the disk? Yeah. All right. Make it more obvious. Okay, there you go. Yes. Start with what? Bit, byte, and then what? Kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, and what? Terabyte. We talked about it before, right? Kilobyte is 10 raised to what? 3 watt. 10 raised to 3 watt. If I ask you how many meter is this, then you're gonna say what? Oh yeah, how long it is? You're gonna say, well, this is how much? This is probably 0.2 meter. If you say 0.2 kilometer, would that make sense? If you say this is 0.2 kilometer, would that make sense? If you say 0.2 meter, an estimate, well, I'll say, okay, all right, he has a common sense or she has a common sense. If you say this is 0.2 mile, would that make sense? Now, if I ask you 10 raised to 3 is then 10 raised to 3 what? What? Is it mile? Inch? Bits. So 10 raised to 6 called what? Megabit. 10 raised to 9, what do you call it? 10 raised to 9 1? No? Giga. And 10 raised to 12? Tera. So remember, 1 bit is what? We talked about it last time. 1 bit is what? 0 and 1. Right? Okay. All right. Now, let's finish this. And then,
That question.
yeah.
I don't know if I missed it, but did you ever tell us what include string does or means?
Include string. Yes, it allows us to use a string as a variable. It allows us to string. And what is a string? A string can be anything that is in the quotation. Okay. So now, what is the computer? We talked about computer before. The computer is a machine that allows us to calculate and make decision. Okay, the calculate is the easiest part because computer used to be calculator. Now nowadays computer is calculator plus a thinking machine. So today we're going to treat computer as a calculator. If a computer is a calculator, that computer can only do so much. And someone said computer can calculate what? Other day, two number. Arithmetic 1 plus 1 or 2 plus, who said that? I don't remember. Someone said 1 plus 1, computer can calculate that? Can computer calculate that? 1 plus 1? Yeah, you said that, right? All right, now, I want you to write a code that will allow computer to calculate 1 plus 1 and give you 2. So before you do that, that's two variables. Before you do that, let's do one variable, and which is Fahrenheit to Celsius or Celsius to Fahrenheit. So let's go, which way you want to go? Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius? Fahrenheit to Celsius. So let's do Fahrenheit to Celsius. I'll check with you in 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write it down, either in your compiler or in your note. To do the first thing, we have to write what? We have to call the Yes, we have to call the library. What do we write? Count, include, okay. And then what do you have to do? We have to using namespace. Namespace, if you write this line, this allow you to not to repeatedly write std 200 times or as many code as you have. So by writing only once, you saving your time. Now you have to call the most important thing. You have to the main function int. Now you have to study your what? A body. In order to start body, how you study your body? By curly braces. Okay. So curly braces. This is to write the curly braces. Okay. What are you gonna now do? You wanna use int or float? Okay. And then what are you gonna write? How many variables are you dealing with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many? Okay, so what are they? No, it doesn't matter whether you're spelling it correctly or not spelling it correctly, but you have to be consistent. So Celsius. Okay. Now what are you going to have to do? Count. Count allow you to enter the data on the terminal. So count what? Enter. What do you have? So you have to write Fahrenheit. Enter Fahrenheit. Don't forget that. You want to go to the next line, so you have to write what? End line. Okay. Now you want to use the data. You want to suck off the data that someone entered. Yes.
Is that a 1 that you put in at the end of the D?
Oh, L, end line. Yes.
Do capital direct change the variable if it's capitalized?
Oh, you capitalize, you have to be consistent. You have to use capitalize. Okay. Now, you have to suck it up. Someone, you typed it, you have to suck it up. So how can you do that? See what? See what? You have to take it. Take the 100. So what? Yeah.
What does that mean?
You type 100 in the on the terminal, right? You have to use it. So you take it.
Yeah, but since COO.
Character in.
Character in.
Okay, now this is what we call, what type of operator is this one? What type of operator? Is it plus operator? No. Is it minus operator? No. What type of operator is it? Insertion operator. We cannot use insertion operator right now because you are sucking it up from the terminal. So what are you going to call it? Extraction. All right. Extraction means sucking it up from the terminal. Take it from the terminal. What? What do you need to write? Fahrenheit. Why not Celsius? Did you type Celsius on the terminal? No. So you cannot suck it up. You suck up the one that you typed. So you have to write Fahrenheit. Now what? What do you have to do? No, semicolon. Semicolon. Yes.
I think where you got the end of the line,
Yeah.
you gotta go and all
What's that?
one left. I think it's
Okay. After seeing what is the most important part now, the most important piece of code we have to write. Most important. Huh? The algorithm is, well, this is not algorithm, by the way, this is directly code. Formula. Okay, so we have to write formula. So how can we write the formula? Should we start with Celsius or should we start with Fahrenheit? Celsius is because the Celsius that we need. We already know Fahrenheit. Why would you write Fahrenheit? So you're gonna write Celsius. Celsius equal to, now we have to write the formula. Now you have to give me the formula. Celsius is equal to what? Yes. Fahrenheit. You said minus. Minus 32. Five over 9. Oh, something else we have to put at the end. Huh? Semicolon. Very important. All right. Almost there.
Question.
Yes.
So for the Fahrenheit minus 32, since you already put a parentheses, you still have to put the modification sign.
Oh, you have to, because computer doesn't understand what you're talking about. Computer doesn't understand anything. Computer is a thinking machine, but it can be a stupid thinking machine. It operates based on the data you give. Okay. What is the next thing we have to do? Yes. Count what? Celsius is, maybe you want to put, make it nicer. Then what? You have to write Celsius. And then what? Huh? All right. So what are we gonna write now? Remember, we have to write all is well. And then what? Huh?
Semicolon.
Semicolon. And then what? Curly bracket. How many? Only one. All right, so this is the code. And that should give us 37.7. All right, now we're going to try. The first thing we're going to type is what? Include what? Okay, and then what? Help me out. Okay, we're done with std. int main. We're done with int main. We created the main function, curly brace. And then what? Float what? Comma. And then what? Huh? Can you say loud? Oh, zoom in. Okay, can you say it be a little bit louder? Okay. I cannot zoom in more because and then I will run out of space. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. What should we write? Count. Count what? Enter Fahrenheit. Okay, enter Fahrenheit. Is it better? Now you see better? Okay. Okay, enter Fahrenheit and then what? Okay. Count. After count, what should it be? Sin. Sin what? Now. What operator? Extraction. And then what? It. All right, now what are you gonna have to do? Huh? Celsius equal to Fahrenheit minus 32 times 5 divided by 9. And then what? Semicolon. And now what are you going to do? What's that? Count. What type of operator? Insertion. What should we write? We can write anything. Okay, what are you gonna write? Celsius. All right. What are you gonna do now? Okay. Semicolon, and then what are we gonna do? Okay. Enter Fahrenheit. How much Fahrenheit we have to enter? We entered, and it gives us how much? 37 point. It gave us 37.777, and it rounded it to 8. So you can. How much? Yes.
Just to point out two things, right?
Okay.
Is when you look on the board, right?
Yeah.
Enter Fahrenheit. It should be the after enter Fahrenheit. When you wrote on the board itself, it has to be the other direction.
Well, that's why we wrote it in the compiler.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. What I wrote on the board, I wrote on the compiler.
No, he's saying that
Once fix it. Fix it. That's why you use the compiler. No, I see what you mean.
Can you share with everybody?
Okay, so what line? What line?
number 6.
Number 6. Count.
Right.
So now, what do you need to do here?
The other one.
The other way.
No, the other one.
No, hold on. Once in the compiler is correct. Well, once
Oh, okay, this one. Okay, count.
count.
The other one.
That's okay.
The other one.
That one's okay.
Oh,
It's the second one.
Right.
Professor, the same line at the end.
The enter Fahrenheit lines.
Enter Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
There, that's it.
So why it is big deal? I mean, we already have it in compiler. Yeah, so why? I mean, we have it in compiler. If you handwrite 500 lines of code, you can. That's why you use the compiler. So what is the difference between compiler and writing it by hand?
Mistakes.
It's like essay. Do you prefer to? Okay, so if you handwrite an essay, and if you write it on MS Word, which one will have less mistake? Which one will have less mistake? The MS Word, because it will allow you to see some of the mistake you make along the way. Okay. Now, I'm gonna next 2 minutes. I'm gonna first do it by math. 1 plus 1. Coding makes your life easier. All right. So let's start. Let's write it down over here, and then we put it in the compiler. Let's see how that works out. So what would be the first thing? We have to call the what? Library. And how would we do that? Include. Okay, now please write it in your notebook, because once you write it down, before you type an essay, you have to write it down. You have to jot down your idea. Right or wrong, you just have to put it down, and then you compile it. Okay, what should be the next line? Using is and then std, whatever it is. And then what? Stating the main function. And then what? Starting the body. And we start with the curly brace. Okay, now, how many variables? We want to add to number. How many variables? Yeah. And then, okay, so we write what? Int. We're gonna do whole number. Okay, let's do a whole number. A comma B comma C. What is A represent? Anybody? What does A represent? Yeah, number 1. Yeah, enter the first number. Yes.
Does it mean
Integer. What B represent? Number. Enter the next number. Okay. What does C represent?
the sum of the two numbers?
C can be a variable which can store the sum of A and B. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. So what would be the next line then we should write? Not so quickly. What? Huh? Count. Count what? Count what? Write something on the terminal. You're telling the, yeah. So write something on the terminal. So what are you going to be writing? Enter. Okay. And then what?
Would it be another code? Or?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you can write it in one line. Oh, little bigger. Yeah. Hold. Sin. Okay. Sin. Sin means like, think as if S-I-N, sin. Yeah. Hopefully nobody is doing that. Okay. Sin. Sin what? No. You have to suck it up. Yeah. You have to say, no, you suck it up. Yeah, I put $10 over here. Take it. Okay, now what happened? Not yet. it's not like Fahrenheit and Celsius. Now we are dealing with two variables. Another one, yes. Count. Enter what? And then what? You have B, take it.
Sin.
Then what? C is equal to A plus B, and then what? You finishing it up. How can you finish it up? Count. Yeah, that's how you're finishing up. Print it. Count what? Sum of A plus B equal to, and then you nicely write what? No, you're not done yet. No. No. Variable C. Okay, good. C. And then what are you going to do? Return 0. And then what? Okay. Now go type it up. Right? Can someone turn off the light? Okay, guys, can we start from here so we can save our time? Can we start from here? Yes. So what is the next line we're going to write?
Comma B, comma C.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Is the dot with the little comma? I don't know what you call that.
Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Very close to be colon, but please don't put colon.
Sorry.
All right. And new people. Give me line number 6. New people. No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Someone new. I have the attendance. Hassan, give me the line number 6.
Count, insertion, quotation, enter a close quotation, insertion, and one.
And not 1. And what? And L. If you write 1, the compiler won't understand. Okay. Omar? Yes. Good. Next line. Sin. Okay. Hopefully you are not doing any sin, right? Okay. That's how you remember. Sin in what? Yeah. A. Okay. Let me see. Next name. I can't see in the dark. Ben. Ben, give me line number 8. Benjamin.
C equals.
Not C equal. Not so soon.
Did we just finish sin A?
We just finished sin A.
Okay, so count.
Count.
Insertion. Enter B. Insertion and L. Semicolon.
Next person. Because yes.
Sin, insertion,
Not insertion.
exertion,
Okay.
exertion, B, semicolon.
Next person. Next person, please give me a code. Yes.
C equals
Next person, please give me number 11, code number 11. Count. Okay. Not extortion.
Can you drop the menu?
Oh, menu up. Yeah, sure. What is it? What do you call it? What type of operator you call it? Insertion. And then you're gonna write what? I don't care.
A plus B
Okay.
equal.
A plus B equal. That would be more. It make more sense than writing I don't care. Okay, and then what?
Call C.
Sure. And then?
And
All right. Next person. Fix the line 11. Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Okay, 12. Code number 12. All right. Is there any typo in this code?
yes,
What?
there's no
What line?
13.
Number 13. Oh, 13. Oh, yes. Good. Very nice. Is there any other typo?
I put some A plus B. I don't know if that.
Oh, okay. I like that. You are more professional. Okay. Is there any other thing? Okay. So let's see. We run it. Enter. What number? And then? And it should give us what? 2. All right, great. All right, turn on the light. Now we're gonna start our main thing. This is 12 line, 13 line code. The scheduling one would be 200 line code. Okay,
Sorry.
the scheduling. The topic of our day is scheduling. Using C++, scheduling would be at least 200 lines. Okay. 200 lines coding is fun because you have to keep your concentration for how long? A little long time. A little long time. This one you keep your concentration for 10 minutes and that's it. And you can have fun again. But 200 lines. All right, now let's do the brainstorming. Now I'm gonna start it because we cannot finish it. It's gonna take 2 hours to do that, 200 lines. So we'll finish it next time, but we'll start it and you're gonna think about it over the weekend. So here's what we're gonna do.
We got class tomorrow.
We do not have class tomorrow.
Why? Because they said the holiday tomorrow follow Monday schedule.
Yeah, that's why you don't have the class.
Ah. So you're not gonna be here?
No, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. So every time the CUNY do that funny thing, that means that mess up something that I do at Columbia.
Oh, okay.
So I won't be here because I have business to do at Columbia. So so I won't be here tomorrow. Okay, now next time we meet. Today I'm not gonna let you go 10 minutes early. I'm gonna give you the final. What time we make agreement to leave? 7:40. But today we're not gonna leave 7:40. We're gonna leave 7:50. Last 10 minutes, you're gonna give the name of the group that you want to do the project. It's a big project. It's a huge project. If you fail the final, the only way you can convince me is by doing well in the project. So first, the thing that you're gonna talk people in your group is that you're gonna try to solve it by math problem, coming out with the formula. Then you're gonna have to do the proof of that formula. Then you have to write the code. And then finally you have to do it on YouTube and put it out there. So it's gonna be at least how long? 5 minutes, and the maximum 10 minutes. It should not go beyond 10 minutes. So, and I'll tell you when you have to send me the link. So you send me the link. One of the class will be devoted to watching the presentation. Okay. Now, what I'm about to do is scheduling. So that's how I want you to write your schedule for your college. What semester is this one? Fall. So fall 2019. That's how it probably look like. My schedule at York on Monday is computer science. Let's say 101, or what is it? 172? 172. At what time? 6. Okay. And yeah. So, all right, let's say math. 101. 8 p.m. Movie watching. Oh, there is no movie watching measure, right? No. Okay. My schedule at York on Tuesday. My schedule at York on Wednesday. My schedule on York Thursday. My schedule at York on Friday. My schedule at York on Saturday. And my schedule at York on Sunday. So you're gonna write it fast in your notebook. It goes to your mind how a schedule look like and how you can write an algorithm. And that algorithm allow you to write code. So that the one I wrote would be what? When you do put it in the compiler, would be what? This is what, who gonna give you this one? If you type code, who will give you this one? The output would be this one. So you have to write the code so that you can get this output.
Subscribe to Bari Science Lab to fall in love with math and science.